welcome back. Quick little update on the account. I've now fixed it from the last time we had a major milestone because we got 150 million on the dot. Last time I think we were off by like 1 XP and the account was ruined. So the fix to that, play a whole bunch more RuneScape. Outside of that, obviously we got our crafting level up. Nothing else has really changed too much. Getting closer to that 99 strength. And then of course we did get our first Zenite necklace, so we up for range initially, as we'll still need a few more crafting levels before we can 5 boost, and we also need a second Zenite shard anyway. So yeah, hopefully we get swooned on that. Doing some Arachnus or Slayer right now. We got 1 giant sack already, so that's pretty sweet for our superstores. Other than that, no drops worth mentioning. I was doing a little bit of the Colosseum just because I don't want to eventually get the quiver, obviously. So maybe not the best time to do Colosseum and TOA at the same time and kind of learning those, but got up to wave, I think 5 or 6, and fought some mana cores, solved some different / difficult problems, mainly around the stacking. That's some good experience, and then I did get out with like 600k on one of the runs, which was kind of cool. But in the meantime, I kind of want to go ahead and do some of this prayer. So I know with the Valimor update, there was a new prayer method via, the altar up here and the libation bowl, combined with the Sunfire Splinters or just blessed bone shards. And then we use those on just jugs of wine, create their variants. And so we can do that, and we're getting to get some pretty good prayer XP. So definitely no complaints. And then if I were to, fast click here, we can see that go up. And then, yeah, so it uses prayer, bone shards, Sunfire wine, potentially Sunfire Splinters, jugs of wine. Then of course our prayer is being drained, but there's a altar, I think, like right over here. So where do we slowly work towards getting our 85 prayer? I think we have it banked technically, but yeah, a lot of that's gonna have to be on the Chaos altar, and I have all these shards, figured might as well use them. So I'll probably use these up and then see what's left. This is where we're starting out, so nothing too crazy.
Day 2, Day 3, Day 4.
So as promised, here's our ending point. So we end up getting 1.2 million experience from all those blessed bone shards. So not too shabby. We're up to obviously 84 prayer, 84 and a half really. And I was doing a little bit more Colosseum just for fun. We did end up getting a 500 for the Sunfire Splinters. So that was a pretty nice drop for, I think, an early wave. It might have been like a 3 or 4 wave. So it was essentially free. And then just kind of playing around getting some more of those. So I think we have about like 700 left, so we're definitely fine there. It's just the blessed bone shards that we're a little bit short on. So I'm not in any rush. I'll probably just do some AFK mining on the side for that. And then, any bones I get during Slayer or whatever activity is going to fuel that effort as well. We also have enough for our wine collection, I believe, to actually get us up to 95. So I just have to kind of spend some time doing that. Once that's completed, we'll have everything for the Varrock Elite. So we'll just have to boost for this guy. This guy will be fine, no boosting required. And then, yeah, we can knock off another achievement diary. Be pretty sweet. So that should bring us up to 483 out of 492, leaving only 9 remaining. And there's another task done. So we just add some 50 kills on Cal. Nothing wild by any means, but we did get some nice Renar weed, so that is probably the biggest thing. Little sand fuse, some magic, and then some normal restores are probably the highlights out of this. I will say the Mortmire fungus, as well as the super combos, which we can turn into ultra, is actually pretty sweet. I'm not against that. We got some more dragon bones for our prayer as well, so we'll break those down for shards. The blood's actually added up, so I mean overall this is pretty great. No complaints for sure for 50 kills of the boss, and I guess 2 of those didn't get tracked, so I got nothing, but all good. Kind of better than what Duke ended up being, which is funny. All right, so finished up a Drake's task, and funny enough, we got another Eternal Gem, which I believe is totally useless for us because we already have the Eternal Slayer Ring, and I don't think that can be used for anything else, so I might just go throw that into Death's Offer and call it a day. That's an extra 7 mil. No real reason to kind of keep it in here. I think it's off the GE value. It's not the high out, so we should get 7 mil hopefully. If it's not, then obviously like we don't even meet the threshold to actually throw it in there. And since we are 91 and we just got Hellhounds, we are going to try Cerberus for the first time. I've actually never done the boss in the entirety of the game. Damn, I was just looking at the my game and I was killing this monster again for just a particular drop. And I was like, damn, I'm just so dry and I'm like 10 kills away from 1,000. I still don't have another drop. And then as soon as I kill it, I get the fucking drop. And I'd gotten like other ones on the same, I guess, drop table, like roll chance wise, but it's always just the same worthless item that I have 4 of already. And I was like, I just want the other one. Come on, man. Ah, no back-to-back drop. I'm never lucky. Kind of funny, just trying to get a little KQ action going here. And as I'm getting wrecked, holy cow, end up getting my 99 strength, so kind of a funny little milestone to get at a boss that definitely hate. May have forgot. Why does this give you dark crabs? Okay. That's crazy. May have forgot the prayer pots for this. That was a little rough, but wanted to get that at least one done, so. I mean, hell, that's welcomed. We'll take that. What's going on? Real-time editing Toast here. If you can see in the chat, I already have the 6th kill there, which is kind of interesting. We do see the Cow-Fight Queen die, and I was like, why am I still taking damage? It's very interesting. So I've never had this happen before. I imagine if I was actually on a hardcore, I'd be so livid if that's how I died. What? Dude, I just died, but it said I killed it. Huh? Another fun minor update as we kind of continue to grind our Cow-Fight Queen in hopes of getting the item required for the achievement diary, which will pretty much round us out. I mean, obviously we still have 3 more levels, but we'll end up boosting for that, and that will get us the final achievement diary. But yeah, so we got our 99 range, which is a pretty cool, and yeah. Almost 2100. Pretty exciting.
Combat task completed.
Well, a little disappointing. No head yet, Lamau. But yeah, there's a combat task. I think the other ones we can do. I tried to get the Verac one, but I just couldn't get the DPS out. I don't know if I need the full set to kind of help me out there, but obviously the Prayer Smasher. So flail, and then of course, normally you'd use Lunar here probably to help just with a little bit DPS. At least that's my experience in the past. And so you can probably get that one pretty easy. And then of course the defensive lowering. I don't know if the demon lowering will affect this. I don't know if using Arclight will allow this to be done, but obviously like the Warhammer or BGS would accomplish that as well. I will say, like, obviously the one thing I'm kind of interested in is the head for the combat or the achievement diary. But at the same time, I can't complain about some of the drops, especially like the Renard and, you know, the magic seeds are always nice. Hell, even the Torsil and magic logs aren't bad either. Again, just speaking on these kills, man, like, definitely adding up money-wise. Can't complain, can't complain. Quite the triple drop there with the D2H, some more Renard, and then a anti-poison. Pretty sweet. Just finished up another raid, decided to try to run these again. A few mistakes, still learning Zabak. For some reason, like, he's the hardest out of all the bosses. And then, yeah, he just seems to be the hardest for whatever reason, at least for what I'm running, which is only 160s, but I'm sure that would probably not be the case. I think it's just I didn't know you could hit the jugs. And also, I guess if they're in line, like just, you know, parallel, one tile away from the actual rocks, they would break, and that would be good. So I didn't know about that either. But yeah, got a thread. Let's fucking go. That's such a good upgrade for us, so I'm definitely excited to get that so early on. And let's see. There's a cool animation with this, maybe? . Nice, nice, nice. Divine Rune Pouch. Let's fucking go. Oh yes, I did it. I completed it, and I basically used no supplies. I'm a genius. I think that was the combat task for not dying. So that's kind of cool. This is probably in this one. Yeah, complete the tomb without dying. Alright, let's see if we get anything special. 2% chance. I had all these supplies left over. It's kind of great. Ah, nothing. No, can't. Blood essence. Head homes. Okay, interesting. Well, technically a little faster. We'll take that. And do we get anything good? I assume. Nope. Lily of the Sand. I have no idea what the fuck that does. Another easy peasy raid. Nothing too crazy. We did die, I think, twice just because I was distracted. But other than that, not too bad. I could probably bump up in those quite a bit. Just pretty much taking my time. I could probably optimize my stuff a little bit more. I would like to get off of like ancients just to use no luck. To use thralls, but I just don't have a powered staff. And so it makes life kind of hard. That's kind of trash. PB, that's all I want is a PB. It's not true, there's more that I want. Let's see if we get a purple. Ah, never lucky. What do we get for the chest? Whole bunch of death runes, triple death rune drop. Fuck me.